Hi everyone, welcome to the Stitch Sessions and welcome to a bonus video. I'm really excited to hang out with you guys today and give you a little tour of some of my favorite places that I like to use my Christmas crochet projects to decorate for the holidays. So I thought it might be a great video to maybe give you guys some ideas on how to use some of the projects that we'll be doing this season. Now, a lot of the projects you're gonna see, there are tutorials already up for them, and of course I will leave a link for the full Christmas crochet playlist in the description box down below. Now, if you're new here, I'm Karen and I love all things crochet, and I love sharing my crochet journey with you guys. So we have lots of crochet tutorials, lots of videos on how to design your own projects, some of the basic principles of crochet, and a few extra bonus videos when I'm chit-chatting with friends and going on a few other little crochet adventures. So I'm so happy to have you here as always, and if you haven't already, make sure you press that little red subscribe button and click on the notification bell, and that way you'll always stay up to date every time I upload a new video, which is every Wednesday morning. And usually around this time of year I upload a few extra bonus videos along the way, so stay tuned for those. Now, for those of you that follow along regularly, you would have just seen our last installment, or our most recent installment in our Life's a Beach crochet series, and that was the hot water bottle cover. And a lot of people are thinking, well, how does that work for the beach? Well, you're gonna have to click on that video and find out. Not only is it a great beach item, but it's perfect for this time of year as the weather starts to cool down and you like to be all nice and cozy. So I think it makes for a great all year round project, and also perfect for the holidays, maybe even a gift. So make sure you check out that video, and of course I'll leave a link for that in the description box down below. Now, shall we get started on our little mini tour? I think we shall. So I'm gonna start off by showing you my Christmas mantle, if you will. Now, I love all things Victorian, and most especially Christmas Victorian decor. And for many years, I used to live in a century-old loft with exposed brick and all of those beautiful things, and I just used to love decorating for Christmas. Now, I don't have a mantle. I don't have a fireplace, or therefore no mantle, but I've created this little area in my entryway / living room to mimic the idea of a mantle. And so I've got this fabulous glass shelf. I got it from IKEA. And so I've placed a mirror over it, and I've given it this look to inspire the feeling of it being like a mantle, which is perfect for adding all of your Christmas decor. So I've got my wreath, I've got my garland up ahead, and I'm good to go. So hopefully you are noticing how I've infused some of my crochet items into the holiday decor. Now, I'm going to start with the first piece that's not exactly decor, but it is an accessory, and that is the Holly Jolly holiday scarf. And it has got the beautiful Victorian colors, that burgundy red with the cream Aran colored, and it's got a bit of sparkle running through it, and I just love it for the holidays. And I call it the Holly Jolly holiday scarf because the texture of the burgundy looks like holly berries to me. And the stitch is pretty straightforward to create this effect. And in fact, this is the very next tutorial we have coming up for you this coming week. So if you are interested in making some fun scarves for the holiday season, make sure you stay tuned to catch that tutorial coming up. So that is the first accessory, we'll say, that we are creating for the holiday season of 2021. Okay, let's move on to my favorite area, which is my mantle space. And so I've got my, of course, stocking holders, and you can't have a mantle without having stockings, right? And so you may recognize these stockings. I've done a set of 2, and if you were around last year, you will remember that these were our Christmas stockings from 2020 that we created, and it was the old-fashioned stitch stocking. And of course, if you're interested, there's going to be a link for this in the description box down below. So I made a set of 2, and I just hung it on either side of my little faux mantle area with some stocking holders. And by the way, if you're interested in any of these items, if I have links for them, I will put them in the description box down below. I got these on Amazon. Adorable, totally worth it. I would definitely recommend. So you've got to hang your stockings on your mantle. And then we've got some other decor here. Of course, we've got our token Christmas tree, and we've got Father Christmas in front, which was a beautiful gift that was given to me from one of my dance students many years ago. Some of you may know I teach ballroom dancing as well as teaching crochet. So that was gifted to me, and I just love it. Perfect for the Victorian feel. And if you look closely, you will notice that Father Christmas is actually holding a wreath. Now this is a crocheted wreath with some beads. And in fact, that is another project that we have coming up for you this year for the holiday season 2021 on how to create this. Now, I really love this in the red, but I found that when I put it on my tree, it didn't show up very well. So in fact, I made a lot of them in white and in cream, which you will see in the tutorial. And I've actually put those on my tree right here. And as you can see, it just pops beautifully against the darkness of the tree. I kept the tree pretty stark. In the Victorian era, they were all about hand making their decorations. So I thought that was a perfect theme for this year's little tree that I have here. And I've got my wreaths on there. And I'll also take you through how I put the beads on as well. Of course, you can certainly glue them on, but I'll take you through that step by step in that tutorial. So you can use those as holiday Christmas ornaments, or a really great idea that you can use them for is to place them on gifts and make them in different colors. So instead of like name tags, for example, you can actually place those as the tag on the gift. And it's just a unique way of making the packaging of the gift a little bit different and from the heart and handmade and all of that fun stuff. Now, while I'm here on the tree, I'm just gonna draw your attention to a little guy that I have nestled inside the tree. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but it's a little snowman, and he's different from all the other decorations. I was playing around with him. He is also crocheted. So for those of you that have small children and you're worried about breakable ornaments on the tree or things that the child can pull down or hurt themselves with, crocheted ornaments are a great option to add at least to the bottom layers of the tree so that, you know, the child's not going to hurt themselves, and you can rest assured that they are not going to break anything either. So that snowman also will be something that's coming up as well. So crochet items go really, really well with Christmas, and I hope you're finding these ideas interesting. Okay, moving along, coming back to the mantle, you may notice my beautiful little angel here, and I am so proud of this guy. He's actually not an angel. He's a Buddha. And you might be wondering, like, why do you have a Buddha on your mantle area? In actual fact, this Buddha was a beautiful housewarming gift given to me by a dear friend of mine, and it's got a good weight to it. So because this mirror is not affixed to the wall, I'm always paranoid it's going to slide. Now it is pretty secure on there, but this Buddha is heavy enough that it acts as a stopper. And so I thought to myself, I can't get rid of the Buddha, so what am I gonna do? And I decided to turn the Buddha into an angel. So what I did is I crocheted this really pretty angel cloak, and I cut out some angel wings and put it on the back and laced it up with a ribbon, and the Buddha, for now, has become a Christmas angel. And yes, this is another tutorial coming up. So I've got a lot of cool stuff coming up for you guys. There will be a tutorial on this angel cloak, and in fact, you can size this as large as you like. So if you want to make this for an adult, I take you through step by step how to size it up or keep it small for a doll or something like that that you may like to create. And I take you through how I made the wings as well and put it all together. So I'm actually pretty chuffed about how I created that little guy there, and I'm very happy where he sits. Okay, so moving along to the next Christmas crochet item. Okay, so next we have, you're getting a sneak peek of our Trinity Stitch stocking. And this is the stocking for 2021. And of course, it's in the Victorian theme. We kept it all monochromatic in this beautiful cream color. And it's using the Trinity Stitch. And I just embellished it with a few little ribbons with the bow, kept it very, very simple. And I'm very excited at how it came out. I just need to find a stocking holder for it, and it will be added on to my mantle here. I have a lot of little ones that come and visit me over the holidays, along with my beautiful goddaughter. And I love leaving these little types of surprises around my home for them to find little treats inside. So stay tuned for this one, Trinity Stitch stocking coming your way. Okay, so next to the stocking, I've created a little grouping here next to this little Christmas tree. And that is these little Christmas bell ornaments. You might recall these from last year. These were one of our Christmas crochet projects as well. And again, perfect for the Victorian theme, handmade and out of yarn, fabric, paper was a lot of what most of the Victorian ornaments were made of. So that was a perfect add-on. But this year I decided to leave it as a little grouping here next to the tree with the little balls there. So there you have it. So this is my mantle area, which I'm very, very excited about, and I'm really happy with how it came out this year. Now, I have a few more projects to take you through. So let's go back over to our little tree here in the entryway. You may have noticed that there is a little bag or bowl of treats here, and this was our Christmas bowl slash bag from last year's 2020. And it's such a cute project. It's very simple to make, very beginner friendly, and it can be done in so many great different colors. Now I had some of this red left over and I kept thinking, what am I gonna do with this leftover yarn? And it was just the right amount to create this little treat bowl or bag. And I've got my treats ready to go. So when my little ones come in, they can either pick out a treat when they arrive or on their way out. And I think it just sits so lovely in this little vignette by the doorway there. So yeah, the Christmas bowl slash bag. And you can, if you like, you can actually create this as part of a gift to give to someone. So I'm very happy with how this little tree turned out. And now I've got a few more for you, believe it or not. A little something about stockings. I have two more to tell you about, or to remind you about if you've been here for a while. In 2019, we created the top-down stocking. That means we started with the cuff and worked our way down. That stocking was quite large. So if you are fortunate enough to have a massive mantle, a nice big fireplace, and you want to create a stocking that's a little bit larger, definitely check out that tutorial. Now I've got stockings hanging all over the place because I like placing them in unique spaces. And again, when all the little ones come over, I like giving them that sense of adventure of what they're gonna find when they enter each new room. So I hang stockings on doorknobs, in front of radiators, which is where you're gonna find the rosebud stocking that we created in 2018. And that one so far has been our most popular stocking design. So make sure to check out that tutorial, and we do have the written pattern for that one in our Etsy shop. Make sure to check that out for more written patterns. And in fact, you should really subscribe to the Crochet Crafty newsletter, because I gift you a free written pattern every month. So if you go on the Crochet Crafty website, under the patterns page, there's a ton of free patterns, free written patterns on there. And it'll link you also to our Etsy shop where you can purchase a pattern and help support the show. And down in the bottom, you can actually click to subscribe the newsletter. And every month you'll receive the newsletter with a free written pattern included. So lots of cool stuff happening over on the website there. Okay, I have a couple more items to show you. I'm gonna take you guys on over to the window area. And here you may recognize, if you've been here a little while, the wreath that's hanging on the window. That is the All Around Wreath, and we created that wreath in the fall of 2019. And I called it the All Around Wreath because I wanted it to be neutral enough that you could use it to create decor for any season, any time of year. So we created it in the fall, so we did some stuff for Thanksgiving, and then at Christmas time we added some ornaments and decorations for Christmas. Now you can see this year I really stayed close to the Victorian theme by keeping it very simple, by just adding a very delicate red bow at the top and a beautiful little Christmas ornament that was gifted to me many years back, and I just love it. This project is super quick and extremely easy to create. If you know single crochet stitches, you will be able to create this wreath. And if you don't believe me, check out the tutorial. It will be in the description box down below. Now, speaking of wreaths, we have another mini wreath ornament that we also created last year, actually. So the wreaths that I have on my tree in the entryway here is the Victorian inspired mini wreath, and those are great for smaller ornaments. This wreath I used creating some leftover yarn from the All Around Wreath project, which was a super bulky yarn. And this ornament is really great if you have quite a large tree. So it'll nestle just beautifully into a large tree. Now, I don't have a large tree, but I like to hang it on doorknobs of cabinets or armoires or doorknobs. So I like to get really creative with where I hang these items. And I just love this one. I love the texture and how it came out. Again, using single crochet stitches, very, very easy. Now, if you ever want to change the sizing, just change the weight of your yarn. So if you want to create something a little smaller, then maybe go down to a bulky 5 or even a medium weight 4 yarn. Otherwise, you can do the project as is. You can make a bunch of these. They're very quick to make, and I just loved how these turned out. All right, I have one final project to show you, and this one is new for the 2021 holiday season. So I'm going to take you on over to my china cabinet where this young lady is hanging and looking just so precious and beautiful. And here she is, the Victorian inspired Christmas angel. Now this is made out of super fine crochet thread. I was fortunate enough to have been gifted some crochet thread earlier this year, and I love it when people gift me yarn. Everybody, all of my friends know that if their mothers or grandparents are done with yarn, gift it to Karen, because I'll always find projects to make out of them. So I was fortunate enough, my brother actually had a friend whose wife had ordered way too much of this yarn, and she was just giving it away. And this is high quality crochet thread. So I was very excited to have it. I decided that this would be the perfect material to create a Victorian Christmas angel ornament. Now, for those of you, a little sneak peek, if you are lovers of granny motifs, granny squares, this is what this angel is based out of, and I am really looking forward to showing you the concept of how this angel was created using a simple granny square motif. So stay tuned for that. Okay guys, and that is it for the tour. If I sound a little different or look different, my other camera died, so I've changed cameras. So if there's a little change in the audio or video, I hope it's not too distracting. But in any case, thank you so much for hanging out with me as I took you on my little mini Christmas crochet tour. And if you have any suggestions or requests, please do leave them in the comment box down below. I'm always thinking of the next projects to do. And like I've already started thinking of more for next year. Now, for those of you that have sent me requests in the past, I do read all your comments and all of your emails that you send me. If you have not yet seen your particular request, do not fret. I have not forgotten about you. It's just that it's taking me a little bit of time to get through them. I will be creating tutorials for your requests. So in the meantime, I hope that you have enjoyed hanging out with me so far. And I want to thank you for continuing to encourage me to keep trekking along on my crochet journey. I love interacting with you guys. I'm so delighted to have this community of fiber art friends to hang out with and chat with. And I hope that crochet offers you just as much solace and joy as it does me, especially during the holiday season. You know, the thing with Christmas is it's so exciting and fun to do the decorating and the projects and the creating and getting together. But I do realize that there are some that feel very triggered during the holiday season, may even feel a little lonely. And I get that. I've been there. And crochet has definitely been something that's been like a companion to me. And sometimes it's just giving me that little something extra to focus on. And then I sit and watch some of my fellow YouTuber crochet friends and see what they're doing. And it just makes me feel like I'm there with them hanging out. And it takes away a little bit of the loneliness sometimes. So I hope that my channel is also able to offer a little bit of that to you guys if you need it. And that's why I always say, if you have requests or if you'd like me to do some more crochet quick chats or more of the crochet conversations, I think I can start now trying to get together with people and doing crochet conversations. Or maybe if you'd like to see a live chat on this channel, please let me know. I'd love to actually be able to interact with you guys and do a little chit chat. So love you guys, love hanging out, love crocheting. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day as always. Happy crocheting. Take really good care of yourselves. And I'll see you guys in the next session, which will be the Holly Jolly Holiday Scarf tutorial coming up in just a few days. Remember, click that notification bell so you don't miss it. Have a great day, guys. Bye.